Cowboys Nation, things are heating up in the trenches, and this time, it's not just on the practice field. A trusted Cowboys insider just dropped a bombshell hint about a possible defensive tackle signing, and it's got fans and analysts alike buzzing with speculation. Could a major move be on the way? Is Dallas finally ready to shore up its interior defensive line with a proven veteran or a bold trade splash? We've got the names, the context, and the full list of top free agent and trade targets that the front office could be eyeing right now. Don't blink, this could be the move that takes Dan Quinn's defense to another level. Welcome back to the channel, the home for all things Dallas Cowboys, where we break down the latest rumors, insider info, roster updates, and everything in between, all with a focus on what truly matters to fans. If you live and breathe silver and blue, go ahead and hit subscribe, drop a like, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a major update. Today's focus? A surprising and potentially game-changing development involving the defensive tackle position, where sources close to the team are pointing to a possible free agent signing or trade acquisition. Let's break down what was said, why it matters, and who the Cowboys could target. Let's start with the latest report from one of the most plugged-in Cowboys insiders, a voice who's been right on multiple offseason moves already. In a recent interview, they hinted that Dallas is quietly exploring veteran defensive tackle options, and that discussions have intensified over the past several days. While no specific name was confirmed, the phrasing made it clear that the Cowboys are not done yet when it comes to building out their defensive line. Now, let's talk about why this is such a big deal. The Cowboys' defense, coordinated by Dan Quinn, has taken massive strides in recent seasons. From Micah Parsons dominating on the edge, to Trayvon Diggs and Darren Bland locking down in the secondary, Dallas has become a defense known for speed, aggression, and takeaways. But if there's one consistent weak spot, it's been interior run defense. The team has often struggled to control the line of scrimmage against powerful running teams, and without a commanding presence in the middle, those gaps become hard to close. So the logic is simple: you want to stop the run, you need an enforcer in the middle. Enter the DT market, where several veteran names remain unsigned or available via trade, and many of them could make an instant impact in Dallas. Let's start with the top free agent names currently floating out there. 1. Ndamukong Suh, the veteran defensive tackle, is still unsigned, and while he's no longer an every-down player, he brings experience, power, and playoff-tested toughness. Suh could be a rotational piece who helps on short yardage and goal line, giving the Cowboys a physical presence they've lacked. 2. Linval Joseph, another seasoned vet. Joseph has been solid as a run defender in multiple systems. He's been linked to several contenders and would make sense as a short-term plug in Dallas if the price is right. 3. Matt Ioannidis, slightly younger. Ioannidis has shown flashes of pass rushing upside from the interior. He's had some injury issues but could be a high-reward depth signing. 4. Akeem Hicks, though injuries have slowed him down, Hicks at full strength is a game-wrecker inside. He brings the kind of grit and nastiness the Cowboys could benefit from, especially against NFC East rivals who love to run the ball. But it's not just about free agency. Trade season is wide open, and there are several interesting names being floated in league circles. 1. Grover Stewart, Colts. If the Colts make him available, Stewart would be an ideal fit. He's strong, consistent, and effective against both the run and pass. A trade might cost a mid-round pick, but it could be worth it for a proven anchor in the middle. 2. Jordan Phillips, Bills, a rotational player in Buffalo's loaded line. Phillips has size, burst, and experience. If the Bills are looking to shed salary or make room for younger talent, Dallas could swoop in. 3. Tear Tart, Titans, underrated and still young. Tart is a rising player who could be moved if the Titans go into rebuild mode. He's explosive and fits Quinn's mold for disruptiveness. 4. Jonathan Allen or Darren Payne, Commanders. Now these are long shots, but with the Commanders entering a new front office and coaching era, shakeups are possible. If either Allen or Payne became available, Dallas would have to act quickly. Both are high-level interior linemen who would immediately elevate the Cowboys to elite status up front. Of course, internal development matters too. Mazi Smith, last year's first-round pick, is expected to take a step forward this season. His strength and leverage are promising, but he's still raw, especially when it comes to reading complex blocking schemes and maintaining gap discipline. Pairing him with a reliable veteran could speed up his development and protect the middle on early downs. Then there's Osa Odigizua, who's become more of a pass-rushing 3-tech than a true run-stuffer. While Osa is productive in his own role, Dallas can't rely on him to eat up double teams or anchor against physical offensive lines. That's why this insider hint is so important. The coaching staff knows they need help if they want to be dominant, not just fast. What's most intriguing is the timing of this hint. With training camp approaching fast, these types of comments usually aren't random. If a deal is close or a target has been identified, these insider whispers often come right before a splashy move is made. Whether it's Sue, Joseph, or a younger trade target, expect action soon. Cap-wise, the Cowboys are in decent shape to make a signing. And with big money extensions looming for Micah Parsons and CeeDee Lamb, now is the time to maximize the current window while those stars are still on manageable deals. One strategic signing on the defensive line could be the difference between another playoff disappointment and a deep postseason run. So Cowboys fans, who do you want to see Dallas sign or trade for at defensive tackle? Is there a name I missed that's on your radar? Do you think Mazi Smith and Osa are enough, or does Jerry need to bring in a veteran presence ASAP? Let's hear your takes in the comments below. I'll be replying and spotlighting some of the best ones in the next video. And if you want to stay locked in with everything happening inside the star trades, signings, camp battles, and more, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you're always up to speed.